Perfect. Another flawless start. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have Stephen as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Agnes the Bard, and Chris as the invisible cleric Paelias. I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live. All right, we're back. Here we go. Let's do a little recap. It's been a hot minute. It was DeSaul, the original Ateum. We're traveling, and you met an old woman with a well-laden donkey. You bought some healing salves and a green bottle off of her. Continued the next day, riding, and you got there by the end of the day. There being the river on the western edge of Alon. A dusk fireball. Firework, a lighted stick held aloft, and Paelias' bagpipe playing drew Nathan Jenkins to you just as Mistra had predicted when Paelias cast divination earlier. Finric's fish is enjoyed as you're all reunited and everyone gets aboard, thanks to water-walked horses climbing a ramp of water. However, the next day on Datal, a fierce storm comes up, and the day's travel is quite miserable as you sail east along the southern coast of Aland. Finding the city by nightfall, though, you anchor. And you guessed it, the next morning, Dalk, you're greeted with a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful day, and the half-circular terraces with pastel colors and white roofs built up along the edge of the water greets you. At the top center is a central palace with pearlescent walls. You lower the dinghies into the water, and you row into Jakun, the capital of Aland. That is where we're going to pick things up right now. As you get dropped off on the docks. What would you like to do?
Let's look for somebody who is very Bagginsy.
Oh, how presumptuous. How dare you? I think there's just a Baggins at every port we stop at?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Agnes
on the
hasn't
docks.
seen one in a while.
You could come off the docks. You could do a little perception check. Go for it.
This isn't where the king and queen are from, right?
No, they're from another town over.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from Swabia.
Okay.
Specifically Odavakar. Yeah, the country of Swabia is made up of different city-states, and you have the king and the queen of Odavakar. Presumably still on your boat?
Oh, I hope so, yeah. In the brig, probably. For the freezer. I don't know.
Or a comfortable bed.
Is this the town that's closest to those water people who taught us how to vision walk?
No, we're not in Toulouse.
Oh. I'm a little confused.
It does beg the
We're
question.
the southern end of Aland, where Talon is from.
So we haven't been here. We don't really know anyone, right?
Right.
We just happen to be docking.
In theory, you're meeting Baroness Croft and Talon there.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
Yeah,
where are we going? Are we returning them all the way home, or are we just dropping them somewhere where people know them?
Yeah, let's put them in a mailbox.
Well, I think we need to take them out of their trance state, which is why we were going to the water genasi.
That's hard.
I don't know why that should be our responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, Agnes has done it before. She doesn't mind.
Okay.
Wasn't that easy? We almost got wrecked by those pirates. Plus, we landed halfway across the world in Sandytown, and I had to pay a lot of stuff. We paid for a prince or a king or whoever, a duke, who said he'd reimburse us. We have no idea if he's actually going to.
Well, here's the thing.
Actually, it wasn't me. I have no memory of any of this at all. Never mind.
Exactly.
That was a dream I had.
Oh my god. Alright, anyone who wants to look around the docks, give me a perception check.
I'm taking a look. It kills me. Alright. 9. I see all.
9, you're going with 9?
Well, I can roll for Mr. Bones. Maybe he'll do better.
No, you can't roll for Mr. Bones.
15.
Actually, you do see, as you guys move
21.
toward 21. As you move toward the end of the docks, Paelias, you see two things. Twizzard, you see a cart selling fish sandwiches, but Paelias sees a shaggy red-haired head over to the side, but he also sees a sort of stern-looking dwarf coming toward you.
Uh-oh, dwarves.
The dwarf gets there first. Yeah, and he addresses you and he's like, "Hey, are you the Ateum?"
Wow, our reputation precedes us.
Who wants to know?
So, me, I'm the harbor master. Name's Dollarite.
Tail?
I was given your descriptions by Baroness Croft.
Oh yeah, totally. That's us.
Ah, I see. Now you remember who you are. Well, look, you're supposed to, report to the palace at your earliest convenience. Will you be docking a ship out there? Anchoring a ship?
Yes.
All right. It's 3 silver a day.
All right.
Rolls everything.
Oh, we pay.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought you were going to give us 3 silver to stay here.
This is the best port we've ever been to. Now it's the
Yeah,
worst
no.
port.
I don't care who you're friends with. You're still paying if you're anchoring in my harbor.
What if we were friends with you?
We're not friends.
Yet.
He looks at you because you're perhaps the one talking to him, but also because you're a fellow dwarf. And he's like, maybe. We'll see.
I'm so close to casting Charm Person on him. I cast Charm Person on him.
No.
Yeah, you start to, what is it, verbal and Semitic? Is it
Yes.
BS? He looks at you, and what do I have to do? Wisdom check?
You get a wisdom of 16.
He passes it. Look, I don't like magic. No one around here does, because of what's up north. So, like, just keep that, whatever you just tried to do to me on the lowdown, okay?
I didn't try to do anything. I certainly didn't try to do it to you. I was just exercising. God.
You know how I said I didn't know if I liked you or not? I don't like you.
I didn't.
Now I know.
Which one of us are talking to? Fine.
Did one of you pay him, or did you just snub him so far?
Yeah, I'll pay him. How long are we staying?
Let's start with a day.
Yeah.
All right. Pay 3 now, and then 3 tomorrow. And then after that, 3 a day.
Sounds good. This guy I like. All right, welcome to Jakun.
Good to be here. So, is it convenient to go to the castle? Palace? Castle palace?
Oh yeah. How do we get there?
up. You see various roads, and they sort of there's like storefronts built into each of the terraces, and then there's roads that sort of wind back and forth. There's also some staircases that cut through.
Oh, this is a tall place.
Well, why don't we go past one of the stores so we can like sort of like dip in and see what awaits.
Ooh.
There's different stores around, different inns, different stores.
I
Various
just walk
people to
into
meet.
something. I don't even really pay attention to like what I'm going into.
Okay, roll a
Well, people
roll
are
a
coming.
roll a d8 for me.
All right.
I love it.
Wasn't a ship for too long, just sort of.
I'm gonna stretch the legs. Get to be on land.
Yeah, and I don't like. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the water. My dice are rolling extremely slowly. By the way, I don't know if that's it.
That's happening to mine as well.
That's because you need physical dice.
Mm.
I do need. Yeah, 3. Oh, wait, did I?
3. All right. 3. Okay. You start to walk into. You're just sort of like walking along. Are you guys following him, by the way?
No, the 3.
I'm following. Mr. Bones and I are behind him.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. I'm gonna borrow. All right. So you start to open the storefront. It's got a magnifying glass on the window, and as you are about to go in, an older woman is sort of about to walk out. She like stops. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to leave on a mission. I'm about to leave. Can I help you?
Are you the proprietor here?
I am.
Ah, okay.
Do you
What is
have
this?
a case for me?
No, a case. Oh, are you like a private investigator?
I am, in fact, yes.
Ah.
I had retired, but I've come out to help a friend.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds interesting. We don't. We were just sort of. We're just arrived in town, and we're just sort of exploring, and came upon your shop.
We've been known to solve a mystery or two in our day.
Have you? Well, welcome to Jakun. My name is Angela. If you stop by later, perhaps I could maybe show you around tonight.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy yourselves. I'm off.
Well,
Over there.
She sort of disappears into the crowd of
good.
people.
anywhere else we want to go? Now I finally start to look around.
Notable things on this level. There's sort of like hardware stores and boat building, things that are related mainly to the docks. There's tall ships, there's fishing ships, there's trading vessels, people going about their day. On the sort of the next terrace up, you can see what looks to be an inn. It's got plants outside it that are all decorated in various colored ribbons. Looks very festive. You also, well, you probably can't see them yet. Yeah, no, that's pretty much the other than, there's little shops that sell things, knickknacks and sundries and that fish cart that Twizzard saw earlier.
Well, fish sandwiches.
Well, guys, what do you think?
Looks interesting. I don't know. Do we need supplies? Should we just go visit the Baroness?
Probably lift some supplies off of the Baroness.
Yes.
All right. You guys start heading your way, winding around on the roads, taking a staircase here or there where the mood takes you. And you begin making your way up the sort of city-wide terraces that these shops and things are on.
I assume
everybody
she
seems-
lives at the top, right?
That is where the palace is that you saw
Okay.
from. I mean, you can see it sort of from the sea, and now that you're like up in it, it's like it's up there, but it's like it's up there somewhere.
I want to get to the top and she lives on the bottom.
There's sort of 5 main terraces. All right. Everybody, it's a beautiful day. Hustle and bustle. People living their lives. Good smells from some of the restaurants. When you do pass by the place with the trees that are festooned with ribbons, you notice 3 parrots. And they sort of as you walk by them. And you continue up. You get to the 3rd level up. They're getting a little narrower as you go up, but it's still like multiple, like 10 or so city blocks wide. It's a pretty big place. You continue up, and you eventually get to the topmost terrace. And the palace is now quite awe-inspiring. It's very large, very beautiful. It has multiple turrets with sort of these minaret things on top. And it looks very, very opulent. Has a white stone walls around it. And in the center, there is a gate made of a dark wood. And there are 2 guards there.
Ooh. We get past those cards.
Maybe we just ask. Do we want to get past these guards?
Probably.
All right. Agnes will walk up to the guards.
All right.
Should I web the guards?
Why would you web them?
So we could guess.
Yes. Welcome. State your business, please.
We were sent by the Baroness. What was her name?
Personal friends of Baroness
Is it Croft?
Croft.
Ah. He sort of like looks at your crew and he's like, the Ateum. Of course. Please. And one of the guards stays at the entrance and the other leads you in. And well manicured lawn. A lot of flamingos, but like topiary flamingos. Classy. And you get up to the front doors of the palace. The guard signals to the guards there, and they sort of open the 2 doors double wide, and you're marched in. There's some people around the grounds, just sort of like various either noblemen or wannabes, or you're not quite sure, but they're like looking at you and like whispering and tittering to themselves as you enter the palace. And when you get in there, the Baroness Croft runs up to Finric and gives him a hug.
Of course.
Hello.
Oh, is Mr. Bones with you, by the way?
Yes.
Always.
All right.
We went out and got him, right? Like everything's good with Mr. Bones?
This was good.
All right.
I think so, yeah. Sure. Finric, wonderful, wonderful. I hope, trust you that you found your ship all right and made it here. Well, obviously you're here, but, everything all right?
Yeah, things are good.
Excellent, excellent. Talon and I arrived yesterday, and I forgive me, but I've relayed some of your news. Basically the falling of South Dolith to the king and queen, and they are quite. And just as she starts to say that, you notice another two folks come in. You can tell that this is probably the king and queen, and then there's also a person with them off to the side. Comes in, and then standing in the background, which you probably couldn't see unless I do my cards right, there's another sort of woman behind them, and now they're all sort of standing there. Well, this is the Ateum. Ah, so wonderful to meet you finally. Let me shake your hands. And the king comes up and like shakes all of your hands vigorously, if you let him. And he gets to Mr. Bones and he's like, "Oh, aren't you a big one?" He goes back. We're very, very, very eager to talk to you. Well, welcome to Jakku. I'm King Rattan. This is my lovely wife, Suzanne, and we are, well, frankly, honored to have you here. We've heard some of your adventures from the Baroness, but she held a lot of the details back, so perhaps we could discuss them more over a banquet of some sorts. I think we have much to celebrate, if even part of what she says is true. We didn't know when you were going to arrive, so I'm afraid I could throw together something quite right now. And he sort of like looks backwards at the one behind, but he's like, but of course I want to give you time to acclimate. Will you be staying here in the palace? Will you be taking up residence in one of our many fine inns? Or what are your plans?
And I like grab everyone and we sort of huddle and talk to each other.
And I say,
All
why
right.
aren't we just using our sending stones?
Right.
Give me
They give us good
Shaya.
looks.
Oh god, just give me a charisma check when you do that. Just straight add your charisma.
Oh, this is just Finric, right?
Are you? Yeah, just Finric. Are you waiting for the dice to roll? Is that what's going on?
Yep.
Amazing.
11.
All right. The king is like, of course.
Wait, where are we staying? Are we staying here? And I
Why
don't
not?
try to whisper it. I just sort of talk.
He's
Yeah,
sort
can
of
we stay in
huddled.
the palace? Can we stay in the castle? That'd be cool.
Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'd love to stay here if that's still on offer.
Oh, of course. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Kira, would you? This is Councillor Kira Baranin. She will see to your needs. Is that? Kira sort of nods and comes up. And the banquet. I don't know. Let's see. It's today's Dalk. I mean, honestly, I have quite a few barons and baronesses who would like to meet you. Wobbly here, of course, is one of them, and he gestures to the guy next to him. And then Wobbly just sort of like eyes you. He's like, "Yes, I'm very eager to hear your stories of your great deeds. But we could put something together for tonight, or perhaps something larger later in the week, depending on, of course, your plans."
Okay.
Oh.
Guys again.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we have pressing matters in other locations, but if we do it later on in the week, I might be able to put together a show.
A second circus?
It's circus.
Why don't we do one now for like a preview, and then we can do one later for the big thing. That'll get the people excited.
Yes, but I need to find the water genasi. So
Well, we'll get there.
I need to see them sooner than later.
So why don't we do the banquet tonight? Then like we split, get the banquet done, go see the Water Genasi tomorrow or whenever.
We'll have
That sounds good.
intimate dinner tonight, and of course, if you I couldn't help but overhear, you speak of the Water Genasi tribe of Toulouse.
That is correct.
We have many trade ships that go back and forth to Toulouse. Great relationship with them. Great relationship. Wonderful then. I will see you tonight for the banquet. Kara will see to your needs now, and Baroness Croft, will you be spending the day with your friends then? She looks to you, Finric. I would like to, yes, of course, and I will be at the dinner tonight. Absolutely. Well then, Suzanne and I will leave you to it, and Baron Wobbly, please come with me. And he sort of gives one more look at you, and then they all walk off, and you're left with the Baroness Croft and Kira Brandon. Well, it is nice to meet you all. Please follow me, and I'll show you to the guest rooms of this palace. She sort of leads you down some hallways. There's like various views out to, sort of the ocean with the city below you. It leads you up a white marble staircase to a second level. Now there's balconies. It's all very, very quite impressive. And she's like, how many rooms will you be requiring?
Oh, I don't have Lily with me, so.
One.
No. I would like to have a room of my own if possible.
Of course.
Oh.
Mr. Twizzard and Mr. Bones could probably share a room.
Yes, we could share a room. But we need a big
The
room.
skeleton fellow, yes, okay.
We are both large gentlemen.
And I suppose Paelias and I will want our own rooms.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds like
that sounds right.
4 rooms it is. And she sort of unlocks.
Yeah, Finric wants to
4
make
rooms.
sure he has his own room, just in case.
Yeah, I don't want to be no third wheel.
Agnes and Finric, she gives you the rooms that are that have the better views. And she gives Paelias and the wizard the rooms that are facing the back. Although, because it's at the top of the terraces, it's not like it's facing a rock wall. It's just facing sort of the green, swarded, and the nearby forests of a lot.
Oh,
Another. What's that?
I like the forest view anyway.
Yeah.
Mr. Bronson.
I shall call you. Say 6 p.m. Will that work? At this point, it's probably 9 or 9:30 in the morning. So.
Okay. Are there places for us to freshen ourselves up? Any good or any recommended stores in the local area?
Well, each of your rooms is equipped with a bath with running water, and there are also, of course, the saunas that can be found on the top terrace. There are many fine eateries nearby if you'd like to perhaps have a lunch before the banquet, of course. The Silent Walker is one of our finest inns. It is also at the top terrace, but there are others throughout the city. If you are in need of soaps,
Is that a hint?
perhaps... no, of course not.
Just a tip.
But if you need
She's
a
looking at
tailor,
what
I
she
mean,
says.
any service you could require can be found here.
All right. I think I'd like to check out the sauna.
I was thinking the sauna in the that was it an inn or a bar or a pub? Doesn't matter. I'll find one.
It's a fine restaurant with rooms above.
Oh, sauna. Okay.
To the top terrace.
But I'll leave you to
Finric
get
and-
settled in.
Finric and Paelias, what were you guys thinking?
So she leaves for you guys to get settled in. The Baroness is still with you.
Hey, Baroness. Were we thinking about grabbing the terrace view and a fine lunch? Or
I am up for whatever. I have to admit that me bringing news of the great Atam that have fallen or caused the downfall of King Hunox has quite raised me in the status of the king and queen. So to that I am thankful to all of you, and I am at your service. I can be your guide if you'd like.
well, we couldn't have done it without your help along the way. So thank you.
It's very nice of you to say.
Oh, Baroness, I happened to notice that Baron Wobbly seemed a little, I don't know.
Put out?
Wobbly.
Yes. Is that because he used to hold the favor of the court?
Hard to say exactly. If I had to guess, it would be because his barony is along the border or the river, of course, between South Dolith, between South Gorson and Aland, and he is quite worried about influx of people that he doesn't agree with. But that is just his disposition. He is prone to... he's just a very negative man.
Okay, now this influx of people he doesn't get along with, is that people from Aland who want to now go closer to South Gorson because they feel that it's safer? Or is it people from South Gorson that might be coming into Aland?
He has had to contend with Knowles, various other advances from South Gorson over the years, his family line. And so he does not look very kindly on South Gorson. But again, I don't think that has any bearing anymore. But he's a very stubborn and a very negative man.
Okay. I'm curious as to, now that we have taken down Dolith, I feel like maybe things will turn around in South Gorson and it can be a great ally with Aland. And so Wobbly would be in a great position for import-export types of things.
You would think that he would be thrilled. I can't understand it fully, but my best guess is what I've said. I'm not 100% sure.
I will have to pay special attention to him tonight.
You hear a snuffling sound and startled shouts from down the corridor, and you see a large white bear beast sort of like scamper down and like come up to all of you, and he's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr."
Oh, look who it is!
And the Baroness sort of like gives him a pat on the head as he's like comes up to you guys. Yes, Talon is also here. I think he's somewhere around the grounds right now, but Astaroth has been causing quite the stir in the palace. Astaroth, you know that you're supposed to contain your exuberance.
For such a ferocious beast, you certainly are quite adorable.
He sort of like sits down. He's like, well,
all right.
What would you folks like to do first?
I think I would like to relax in the sauna.
I'll check out the sauna too.
Well, then we shall
Relax
to the steamy sun.
Steamy
Follow.
sun.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right, so she leads you. All Astaroth like runs down the hall and like startles another guard at the end of it and turns the corner.
Are these halls big enough for a beast like him?
Barely.
Oh.
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 It's just unavoidable.
Yeah, so you guys make your way back out. Are you leaving anything in the rooms, or are you just sort of like you don't really have much to leave other than
I mean, I'm sure that I probably took my loot off of the ship, and I probably have a change of clothes with me, right?
I took all my stuff, so the maid doesn't touch it.
So
you,
I don't know. I'll
you're
probably
welcome to
change-
you're welcome to leave items here. Once we're in the steaming sun, you will have to, of course, leave
disrobe.
all of your belongings.
No problem.
They
That's what I was
might-
counting on.
You're welcome to leave things here, or check them at the steamy sun.
I think I'll just bring my change of clothes,
I'll bring him to the sun. Steamy sun.
or maybe I'll buy clothes.
New clothes.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy some new clothes.
Oh, I still have my fancy clothes from that party.
I don't. All I have is like my 2 performance outfits and like traveling clothes. So maybe I'll buy something for tonight.
All right. Finric, Paelias, are you guys leaving your weapons or any belongings here?
I'm sorry, are we what?
Are you leaving anything at the palace? When the Baroness says this, she mostly looks at Paelias in his full armor and various weapons.
I mean, I'm bringing my hands with me.
Yeah, your hands are a magical weapon, right?
My hands? Oh,
No, not your hands.
what did she say to me? Or look at me and say?
You might want to
She's
drop your
implying
stuff off.
that you should leave your armor and things at the palace instead of bringing it to the steaming sun.
Just go to
Oh.
a stone.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not expecting trouble.
You're gonna rust.
All right. Yeah. So you have a short sword, right, Finric?
Me?
I'll leave that. Yeah, I have that and darts and bow and arrow. But yeah,
I'll bring my staff that conceals my sword.
Okay.
I haven't used that yet.
Twizzard, Mr. Bones, it'll be fine, probably. Perhaps he could leave his scimitar here?
Yeah, he can do that. He's no good with it anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, Bones, leave that thing here.
Alright. And Agnes, are you leaving your sword there, or are you taking it?
I'll probably just take the dagger that I usually have hidden in my clothes.
Alright. Alright, so with Finric and Baroness leading, you head out of the palace. The guards sort of nod at you as you leave the grounds, and she leads you out into the street of the top terrace, down a little bit to a bathhouse sauna of sorts called the Steamy Sun. And you enter in, and the woman sitting behind a little counter so looks you over, and she's like, oh, welcome. That'll be a silver piece. What are you interested in any massages or other services here today?
I don't want to
Do you happen to have lockers to put our personal items so that we can lock them up?
Of course. Anything you want can be left here with me. She sort of gestures behind her, and you see a bunch of like little alcoves that seem like, they're not like locked doors, but they're in the little room that you don't know where the other entrance is, and it seems relatively secure.
Seems relatively secure. Well, all right.
I mean,
Well, I'll
it's a
pay
nice
mine.
It's a nice establishment, I'll say that.
Okay. Now with your sauna, do you also have soaking baths?
Of course. If you'd like free reign of our entire facility, that would be just 3 silver, so 2 silver more.
All right, I'm giving the 3 silver over.
We have hot tubs, we have cold tubs, we have salt baths, we have the saunas.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Oh,
Do you have like herbs and stuff to put in the baths as well?
Absolutely.
I want to steep
Herbs.
in it like I'm tea.
you making a soup?
Of course, miss. Whatever you like. There are outside the various baths. There are baskets of fresh herbs of various scents and.
Oh, we sit in those?
I want to smell like mint.
You could certainly smell like mint, miss, if you'd like.
All right. Do you have those baths that are outside overlooking the ocean?
We have some baths that are on the ocean side of the terrace, of course.
All right, I'm
Got-
heading
You
there.
gotta pay for those too.
No, I paid 3 silver. I'm getting the whole works.
The 3
I'm
silver
doing that too.
allows you. 3 silver allows you access to any of our facilities. The massages are extra.
Oh, how much?
A massage would be 2 silver, and I could schedule an appointment. We are booked currently, but there is an opening in about an hour.
Ooh, I want that.
Oh.
You
Fine,
do a
I'll take
couples
that.
massage?
Yeah,
A couple.
the couples.
I can see what I can do with the arrangements of our masseuses.
Oh.
All right, this guy wants one too, and I point to Mr. Bones. We're both getting one too. All 3 of us.
All right. 3 massages at our earliest convenience. I will send someone to let you know when the time is right.
I'm going to turn into a prune.
Finric,
All
you
right,
want a
so-
massage?
Is that possible?
Well, I think that there's probably someone who would give him a massage for free.
Oh,
Well, sure, but
Finric,
You're
I
not
could show you.
professional.
Finric, I could show you one of the baths that is a beautiful view, overlooks the whole city. Says the Baroness.
yeah, let's do it. I'll see you guys.
okay, bye.
That better not be one of my baths overlooking the ocean.
The woman behind the counter says, "There are multiple. Don't worry."
Well, I don't want to necessarily be next to them.
So yeah, you guys start exploring
The city
various
is lovely too, probably. So
various aquamarine and sort of tile motifs run throughout the bathhouse. You see there are labels. Some of the actually, before you do anything, you are led. Basically, you go through changing rooms. His and her changing rooms.
I don't need that. I just stripped down right where I am.
There you go.
Done. I'm done.
I think that I'm going to keep my sending stone strap around my thigh, though.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah, no, you, Agnes, you see various noble women around. There are some robes hanging in the changing room that you could wear between the various rooms. But you quickly realize that here there's not really a sense of people are there's naked people all over. Same
It's
goes
like
for
Iceland.
same goes for the men's room.
I don't know if Agnes is about the nudity. She'll probably wear a robe.
That's the style.
I think
Twizzard
she
is
also
definitely
doesn't want people knowing that she's got a sending stone strapped to her thigh.
All right.
Mm.
Twizzard and Paelias, are you making use of the robes or bearing it all?
I'm ready. I'm all set.
Oh yeah.
My stuff's already in my hands in a ball. I wrapped all my clothes in a ball. Just gonna chuck it in the corner.
All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
I'll wear a robe.
All right.
And-
Yeah.
Is there a pool nearby? I'm doing a cannonball.
Is there a pocket in the robe? I feel like I should be carrying around my lead box.
There's a pocket in the robe.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep my lead box with my amulet in it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Finric, the Baroness leads you down a sort of separate hallway to a antechamber that is for changing before going out into a very private bath that has sort of walls on either side. That's just like all you can see is just blue sky, quite and the ocean far off, but you can't see any of the buildings below you. It's just very private.
Private. All right.
Very private.
Except for that drone.
Yeah.
Drones.
Except for Paelias' familiar, who's like flying right above you.
Nice.
But yeah, no, you guys, most of the rooms are labeled. They're true to their word. There are cold baths, there are hot baths, there are saunas, there is a pool, just a general pool. And pretty much all the clientele are well, standing well coiffed, well spoken. You get that this is not a
Public bathhouse.
yeah.
Fancy bathhouse.
What are
Still
you
doing
gonna
my
go
cannonball.
You're gonna do a cannonball.
Yeah.
All right, you do a cannonball, and there's an older gnome swimming laps, and you do a cannonball, and he's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to exercise." What is your name? Why are you doing that?
Was that me? Did you see who did that?
I saw it. It was you.
I think you're right.
Where do you get off? Just you almost hit me.
Why don't you try it with me? Let's do it. Let's go do cannonballs. Come on.
Give me a persuasion check.
No sweat here. 14.
Oh,
Well, he wants
that's
to
a
go.
younger man's game. I don't know. I don't know if I could.
Oh, you can do it. I got a friend that'll launch you right in.
Mr. Bones.
Oh
Chuck this guy in the
my.
pool.
Oh my. Oh, all right.
You're
I'll give it
A gentle lock.
You love it. You love it.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
You start like
Kind of
You're
like
like-
when you throw a kid into the pool.
he climbs out the side, like using a little railing that's there, and like walks over to Mr. Bones. Oh, hello, large sir.
Mr. Bones, give him the granny swing right in. The heave ho.
Mr. Bones is like, he picks up the gnome, and the gnome's like, oh, I don't know about it. And he just as he says it, he tosses him in the water. He barely has a chance to hold his nose, and he pops up. Oh, I feel young again. All right.
Oh my goodness, poor Mr. Bones. Kids riding around in his rib cage and.
Where are you headed, Paelias?
I'll go to the massage room. Are we ready for that yet or not yet?
No, she said she'd send someone to find you.
Okay, well, I'll look around, see what else we got going on. I'm not in a swimming mood.
There's
You just sit in the hot
there's the sauna. Yeah, you could go sit in a sauna.
Yeah, I'll do some sauna. That sounds
Looking
good.
to get your sweat on.
There's a heat on.
All right.
While he's wearing all of his armor.
No,
to go.
he left that up. He's just in the robe now.
Yeah, I left it up there.
You go into one of the sauna rooms, and there's a sort of a not a cauldron, but like a metal urn of water, and there's some hot rocks, and you can scoop it on. And yeah, you're just like, sitting there, getting the heat on.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you're all by yourself for now. Agnes, where are you going?
Oh,
What?
Agnes, where are you going?
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna sit in a nice hot bath and steep myself like I was tea.
All right. Yeah, you find the hallway with the hot baths, and there's sort of like wicker baskets lined up along a table in the hall with various herbs, and you find some that smell nice to you, a good combination, maybe some mint and chamomile, and you just bring them in and sprinkle them in and get your relax on.
It really is like a big pot of tea.
Yep, exactly. I'm gonna smell like mint.
You just feel the cares of the previous weeks just sort of fall away.
Calgon, take me away.
None of us bathed, so the water's probably turning pitch black.
Yeah, there's probably in the changing room. There's probably some like buckets and ladles to like sort of just do a rinse off in the changing room, and then you can. So you're not like caked in dirt, but yeah, you're probably dirtier than most clientele that come here. Let's put it that way. You need this soak. Sort of lose track of time. The heat's sort of getting to you, Paelias, and you decide you might want to come out of the sauna, and you see a sort of a page boy type of person. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Paelias, was it? Your massage is ready."
All right.
And
Do it.
same thing. You're talking to what's his name? His name is
David?
David the gnome.
To brawl the gnome. He's you're trading stories of I don't know, just different adventures that you've had, and Paige comes in and says, "Oh, Twizzard and Mr. Bones, your massage is ready."
Man. All right. See you later, DeBrome.
It's been very nice talking to you, Twizzard. I hope you have fun with that fireball there you were talking about.
Oh yeah, I'll show it to you later. You can do it in the pool. It's safe. I'll see ya.
I'm gonna evaporate all the water.
All right, so Mr. Bones, Twizzard, and Paelias get together, and you're brought into a table or a room with multiple sort of massage tables. These are like leather covered, tables you can lie flat on, and you see these like three sort of like buff dudes with like big hands, and they're like,
Oh, dudes.
What, you do not want massage from me?
Did I say that out loud? No, that's great. It's great.
Yeah, I'm very good. Yeah.
Strong hands.
I am Sven, this is my brother Svoel, and my other brother Svingel.
Okay.
Not Hans and Franz.
Dive on a table.
We need some lower back work right into the glutes.
And Svoel looks at Mr. Bones and he's like, what am I to do with this?
Mr. Bones, get on the table.
Find the
Gotta help
muscle.
you out. Yeah. If you can find any muscles, you can massage that.
I will do my best.
He likes a good head rub.
Maybe he can just slather some like milk or
Yeah, you got some milk.
kind
Pour
of
milk on him.
calcium-based oil
Oh, he loves milk.
all
Milk
over
rub.
his bones.
He needs a milk rub.
I will see what I can find. He goes out until Mr. Bones is just lying on the table.
Didn't milk baths used to be a thing?
Yeah, milk bath. Yeah, all right. These guys are they're working their magic on you.
Look at that, they're so small.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's not the best looking scene there. We're just.
Yeah, we look dead.
Oh, it didn't work now.
We're wearing all our stuff and just go,
That work. Perfect. And then I don't know how it goes. This guy comes back and starts to work. I didn't. All right. Anyway, that's going on. Finric,
I think-
care to describe anything, or is that private?
What happens in the private suite stays in the private suite.
Understood. Agnes,
Get out of
you feel completely steeped, Agnes. What are you doing next?
I actually think that I want to go and buy myself a new dress. She wants, or a new outfit. She wants it to be black and silver. Or
All
black
right.
and copper. Black and copper, I think, to kind of match her hair.
Very interesting. Okay.
I think she wants the black to be a little on the shiny side. Maybe even leather. Either leather or satin. She has to see if she wants to go with a dress or if she wants to go with like pants. Leather pants, satin dress. Or, tunic. Yes. Satin tunic, leather pants. That's it. That's what she's going for.
All right. All right. So you would get dressed then in your normal clothes, or you go in there in a robe?
Well, I guess I could ask if I could borrow the robe, but I don't mind, getting back into my old clothes.
All right.
Doesn't matter either way.
All right. Yeah.
Or would I have to walk in this robe?
You can inquire at the front desk, and she's like, "Oh, well, the fitted glove would probably be your best bet. It's a couple blocks down. You might want to consider changing back into your clothes that you brought here."
Okay, no, that's quite fine. I just figured if it was like attached, like there was a way of getting from one place to the other that, But if I have to go outside, I'll certainly put my clothes back on.
For perhaps an added charge, I could have the fitted glove send someone over to talk to you directly here.
But I'm gonna want to see their materials and touch the materials and look at the colors together. I think it's best if I go there. So yeah, I'll just change back into these clothes. I don't think I have a problem with that. They're not that dirty. I had them prestigigationed recently.
Wonderful.
I should
All right.
probably have them laundered. Fitted glove.
There is a laundering facility as well on this terrace. Perhaps after you've purchased your new clothes, you could drop the other ones there.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Thank you. And I give her a 5 copper tip.
All right. So you head out. The fitted glove is easy enough to find. You go in there, and a tall human man with sort of long, dark hair, parted in the center, comes up and he's like, "Ha! Yes, my name is Elris. How can I be of service today?"
What was that, Elris?
Yes, of course. Welcome to the fitted glove.
Okay.
Is there perhaps a special occasion that you need an outfit for? Or looking
Yes.
for something?
I'm having dinner with the king and the queen tonight, and
Oh,
I need something
course.
that's going. Fancy, but I could also wear it for traveling and for more subdued occasions. I was thinking along the lines of pants and a longer tunic, like that goes right above the knee, where the
Excellent.
pants would be leather and the tunic would be maybe of a nice kind of jacquard or a satin, something that has a little bit of a flow to it.
Ah, excellent choices. What colors are we thinking?
I'm thinking mostly black, but with maybe a detail of like shiny copper thread.
Let me, And he sort of like calls over two of his helpers and they start rummaging around in various closets and racks around the store, and he starts bringing you things to look at. And you're like, picking out things, and then another person sort of like stands you over on this thing with like some mirrors around it. And so you're in the sort of the center of the mirrors, and they're like measuring you and getting all your deets.
All my sweet deeds.
Yep. Yes, I think I could have. And so basically, but like of his current stock, like the pants are no problem. He might just have to like hem them or unhem them. Or you're pretty tall, right?
Alter them so that they fit.
Alter them. Yeah. And the tunic, there's nothing exactly like what you want with the copper thread that exists in his store, but he's like, I do have, and he's sort of these like, he's got a couple different copper necklaces on a rack. He's like, I could perhaps, given some time, incorporate these, maybe follow some of the lines of the tunic.
You don't think that would be too shiny, too sparkly, or do you think it would be just right? I think it depends on how chunky. If they're thin chains, I think it would be okay. I think if it's a little too chunky,
he sort of digs through the racks a little, and he finds some thinner ones, but they're a little shiny. But he's like, I could burnish them a little bit, perhaps take the brightest shine off them.
Well, I think that over time they'll start to burnish themselves. So for tonight, I think shiny will be just fine. And as I get some use out of it, they'll start to oxidize. I don't know if she knows about that. They'll start to burnish. They'll tarnish.
I notice your current ensemble includes some belts, some pouches. Do you acquire? Will you be using the same ones, or do you acquire a new belt, perhaps? Or?
I probably would want to have a little bit extra space in the pants underneath the tunic because I have some items that I like to hide. So I would need the tunic to kind of cover the fact that my pants are not like, they might be tight to my leg, but there might be an odd shape.
Of course. Yes, I think we can easily accommodate that with the cut of the tunic, of course.
All right.
I'm sorry. When is this dinner?
Unfortunately, it is tonight at 6 p.m.
He sort of like looks at the sky, or I don't know. He tells time somehow. Of course. This is possible. With these materials and these alterations, how does 18 gold sound?
You throw in a couple of hidden pockets on the inside of the tunic and you've got a deal.
Excellent. Pleasure working with you. Give me 3 hours.
Okay. And they've taken all the measurements and stuff like that.
Yep.
So good to leave. Thank you. And then I will head out. And I'll look for a place where I can I might head back to the castle and play my lute for a little bit. Practice, maybe come up with something that I might be able to sing that night.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, the massage trio, you're feeling very relaxed. It's been quite pleasurable.
Sven, you have magic fingers.
Oh, thank you, sir. Are you you are all new to Jakun?
We're returning. But still
Returning?
Haven't we been here before?
No.
Oh, then yes, we're new.
Yep, we're newly returned.
Newly returned.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you for coming to the Steamy Sun, and perhaps we see you again on your trip.
I hope so.
It was very nice.
All right.
How's Mr. Bones look? Is he
Mr.
glistening in
Bones
milk?
looks. He's basically been rubbed down by a mixture of like essential oils and milk, and
He's all
he
shiny.
looks quite glossy. Yeah.
Mm.
You touch them, it's like slippery.
Looking good, Bones.
Put a new coat of enamel on these bones.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my
He has his fingertips painted.
How much is that?
So by this time it's about 1 p.m. So you guys are feeling a little hungry.
How much was the massage?
2 silver?
Yeah, I think
There's
it was
2
another 2 silver.
Okay. Did we give him a tip? We should give him a tip. I'll give him an extra silver.
Oh,
No, that's too much. I'll give him 2 silver and 2 copper.
All right. All right. Finric and the Baroness are also feeling a mite peckish, and you guys sort of gather near the front of the Steamy Sun and head out into the afternoon.
That's good.
Can
What,
Agnes ask someone at the castle if she can just have some fruit?
Yeah, no, they can easily. You run into
Steward.
exactly, and they bring you some fresh fruit. Even there's like a light berry wine, as well as a pitcher of water and a pitcher of berry wine.
All right. Just what I need to get my creative juices flowing.
Mm.
There you go. All right. The Baroness asks, where are you looking for? I'm hungry. Finric, are you hungry? Yeah, well, I'm hungry.
I'm pretty hungry.
Perhaps we could. On this terrace, there is the Silent Walker. It's a fine inn. Very delicious food, small portions. There's some other inns down below. There's one of my favorites, the Parrot's Roost. It's quite a fun place. There's also street food of various sorts, though. It's really whatever is up to you folks.
where can you get some beers?
Any tavern in Jakun will have alcoholic beverages of all sorts.
Let's go to that one.
Erin,
She turns away from Twizzard to Finric.
Parrot's Roost.
Which way is the any tavern?
Parrot's Roost.
Parrot's Roost. All right. Now she knows the town much better, so she takes you down some staircases you guys might have missed before, and you get there quick. But it is the one with the festive ribbons all through the trees. And you see some other parrots there now, different colors, different sizes.
One lands on Mr. Bones' head.
Actually, yeah, why not? One lands on Mr. Bones' head. I love it.
Does that mean he's a
Come on,
Disney princess?
parrot.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That
no,
means.
I think it has to land in your hand.
Oh, it has to be your hand?
I'm not sure.
I thought it just has to land on you.
Maybe.
Why does that stay on there? Hold on a second. I can make
Butterflies
this work
count
somehow.
too. I think if any animal approaches you.
Maybe. Gotta check the rule book.
If I give it a little. There we go. Parrot
Oh.
lands on Mr. Bones.
That's what happens when you go to Parrot World.
It's a gray dark parrot. Another one sort of flutters up and lands on Finric's hand.
Uh-oh. Smells your crackers.
Or not. It just flies nearby. You can actually... Hold on a second. Finric, you notice that the Baroness has a sort of a smirk on her face as the parrot lands on Mr. Bones' head. She sort of has a knowing smile on her face as you guys file in and find a table.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that that parrot should probably leave before it wears off. And the parrot says, and then takes off of Mr. Bones' head, flies off.
Oh.
You jerk.
Oh.
And as you see it sort of fly away from Mr. Bones, it morphs back into a person that just falls and face plants on the ground. And it's like, they stand up and they're like, sorry. He goes and joins his friends at a table who are now all laughing at a corner of the room.
What is this place called? The Rustling Parrot?
The Parrot's Roost.
Parrot's Roost.
This
Sorry.
Oh no, you go.
I'm getting a sense of what the house special drink is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would enjoy it. Gavin is just a wizard with magic. A lot of people don't agree with him, but I think he's just on to something great. And you see this tiefling walk up to you, and he starts handing out little written menus. He says, Baroness Croft, so lovely to see you again. What can I get you folks?
I'll take a parrot special.
Yes, parrot special.
Ah, yes, of course. The blue cacao.
Nice.
How many of you will have one? It lasts about 5 minutes or so.
Question. Does it work on skeletons?
If you've got the 1 gold, we'll find out.
We'll take one. We'll take 2. 3, 4.
All right. So 3, 4. Okay. He looks at Baroness Croft and she's like, "Not today." They also have various cuts of meat that's been slow roasted. It's like a rice pilaf type of thing with like slices of various meats that are placed over it. It's sort of like family style.
Is it poultry?
What's that?
Is it poultry?
Doesn't seem to be poultry.
Parrot?
Seems to be non-bird meat. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Could you imagine if they
Can you get us some water too?
He's gonna get a parrot drink.
Here.
I like some birdseed.
You can probably order that after you turn into a parrot.
Hard to order though when you don't want to speak parrot.
So is that the secret to a cheap inn? You get a drink that turns people into a bird, and then you just serve bird seed. And then people love it.
That's his whole business plan.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of water, could you bring us a pitcher of water and some glasses?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, they bring over these sort of pita breads to start that have little dishes full of different spices you can dip them in, and the blue cacao drinks are placed in front of you. And Baroness says, it goes into effect a couple of minutes or so after you've drunken enough. And it'll last for another 4 to 6 minutes, so just keep that in mind.
Gotcha.
You will have your faculties about you, but everything seems a little different, a little bigger. It's a little disorienting at first. And when you start to feel a tingling in your feathers, that's when it's going to wear off. So try to be on the ground when that happens, unlike our friend from earlier.
That guy was great. I throw mine back.
All right.
And I splash Mr. Bones on his.
Yeah, you pour it through his mouth. It's sort of like, just like, mostly runs off his newly glistening bones. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Now it becomes all sticky.
Oh, bummer.
So I'll try mine too.
All right.
What the hell? Let's do it.
Cheers.
You only cock once.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's 1 or 2 minutes, huh?
Yeah, that's been my experience in the past, yep. Have you tried this one? This one's delightful. It's like an orangish red one.
Ooh, orange parrot.
No, an orange red dip for the pita.
Oh. Can I cast spells as a parrot?
Only if someone else casts it first.
Did you want to? You're like thinking to yourself, maybe I should cast the spell first, and then, poof, you turn into a blue parrot.
Like I have charm person, but not charm parrot.
And then soon after, Finric, poof.
Oh. Waiter, order of crackers, please.
Probably want a cracker.
How do you
Actually,
want?
no, it didn't work on bones.
Oh, poor Bones.
And soon, the Baroness is sitting at a table with 3 parrots and a skeleton.
We know how to treat them.
Yeah. We can promise a good time.
Is there a word for a group of parrots?
Oh man, probably.
Let's find out. It's probably a
Yes.
flock.
Someone Google that.
I'm doing that right now.
Can I cast Gust on myself?
No, but you can fly.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna go fly.
Yeah, I'll go fly somewhere.
Oh, it's a pandemonium.
Let's do
Really?
it.
A group of parrots is a pandemonium.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys take off and you start to fly around the room. Now the world, you notice that there's trees inside, the various skylights. Some are open, and the sort of the large windows and the festooned with ribbons and the trees outside. And you can sort of land and perch and have a good old time flying around. Give me perception checks, actually. I mean, if any of you fly outside.
Yes. 15. I hope there's no eagles. Hawks.
I got 20.
Dang.
Non-natural 20.
Nice. Yeah, you can see basically all the tiers of the city, the beautiful blue of the sky, the ocean stretching out below you, ships coming in, ships coming out. It's just a beautiful day with the palace sort of glistening like a pearl at the top. And yeah, it's just really nice flying around, feeling the wind currents catch your wings and bring you around. And eventually you start to feel a little tingling in your wings.
Uh-oh. Better land.
You make your way back down, and you pass back into your human form just as the main meal arrives. and you all have a very nice meal.
Time.
That is some cool bird juice.
And I think that that's probably where we'll plot. Unless is there anything else you want to do before the banquet?
Well, I'll need to, I guess, pick up my clothes.
Probably need
Yeah.
to shower.
And then, can I actually, if I stop off at the Parrot's Roost, because I'm sure somebody would have sending stoned me how awesome it was, can I ask if I can get 2 little to-go bottles? I would like to get one for me and Jenkins.
You can definitely do that.
That's nice.
Okay. I might actually get 3 just so I could try it out at some point.
Yeah,
but-
it's a gold each. It's a gold each.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'll,
right.
I'll take one too. To go.
All
right.
So 3 gold.
You guys see a little bit more of the city. Agnes picks up her outfit, and you freshen up before the banquet. And I think it is. I think we'll break there, and we'll pick things up next time. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching this very idyllic, scenic episode of BND Live. We'll see you next time. Bye.